Microphone check 1, 2. What is this? Yeah, business credit builder in the building. This is the free money edition on how to build business credit. And we're just going to get down and get ready and get in here. All right. So I'm going straight. Um straight to the slideshow, yo. All right, here we go. Miss Parrish, what up? Miss Thomas, what up? Okay, y'all should be able to see my screen right about now. And this is the free money edition on how to build business credit. Oh, I forgot one thing. I got to read this thing. Hold on. One time. Here we go. Okay. This is the free money edition on how to build business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your Social Security number. In this training, I will explain how I learned about business credit. I learned how my client is getting free money from using business credit. During this 90-minute training, you'll discover how to build credit that's linked to your EIN and not your social, that requires no personal guarantee or credit check, and how to get business funding and credit lines even if you have personal credit issues, no collateral, or just starting your business. Bad credit, okay. All right. Now, we're going to share the screen. Do it like that. Who we got in here? All right. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah. Miss Parrish in here. What up? Okay, so now you should see my screen here. Yo. Yes, sir. Okay. Apologize for that. Okay, here we go. The free money edition, how to build business credit. All right, now you should be able to see my screen. Bam, there it is. All right, let's go. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr., CEO at businesscreditbuilder.us. Check out the contact info. My phone number is 404-500-9687. Email is noel@businesscreditbuilder.us. And check out the 3 buttons we got going here. The first button, the green button, is how you get a free guide. How to build business credit. Just go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Now, the blue button is the free business credit consultation. Is how you contact us to discuss any of the services that we provide. Accounting and bookkeeping, websites, building business credit, accessing funding, okay? The red button is for if you think that you can get approved now for business funding, then you will go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. What we will cover today: how you can get business credit within 7 days or less that's linked to your EIN, not your social, even if you are a startup or have bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, and more. How you can access loans and credit lines, even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Most people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. let me say something about that in the wrong order. Building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step. So there's no skipping steps, okay? All right. Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. It's what I call the 3 C's of funding, which is credit, collateral, cash flow. If you have all 3 of these C's, then you can possibly qualify for an SBA loan. If you have 2 of these 3 C's, then you could possibly qualify for a term loan. If you have 1 of these 3 C's, then there's money available for you. Now, if you do not have any of these 3 C's, then that's when you start building business credit. And as you build business credit, you get access to more and more funding, okay? That's how it goes down, okay? What is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. The business can then qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more, okay? Now, this is the free money edition, which means I'm going to tell you this story, right? About how I found out about business credit. So this is the start of the story. And then I'm going to finish the story at the end, right? But this is the start of the story. So I got a client named Jay, right? Jay owns a freight company. So Jay got me working, doing accounting for his freight company, right? And then he had me doing websites for his clients and his companies. Then I noticed that every time I did a website, then $250,000 hit the bank. So then one day I said, Jay, I need to make some money, right? So can you find something for me to do? He said, do this. Find a company. We're going to do a deal with that company, and you can make some money off the deal. I said, okay, we could do that. Okay, so then I found my boy named Philly Phil. Philly Phil got a company that he got set up. He's not doing anything with this company, right? I told him what I was seeing. He said, okay, let's try it, right? 6 months later, we walk into a dealership and go walk out of there with 5 brand new Sprinter vans, okay? Without using personal credit, just using the business. So that's how I know business credit works, okay? I'm gonna tell you more about I'm gonna tell you about the free money part later on. Let's get down into what business credit is, right? Okay, so why business credit is awesome. Check out the hashtag, business credit is real. Business credit has no effect on your personal credit. There is no personal guarantee needed in order to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to personal credit, where there's 5 things that affect your personal credit, and some of them you don't even have that much control over. You can use business credit to offset current expenses, all right? With business credit, you can increase your approval amounts and have better rates and terms, okay? And no collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed in order to build business credit, okay? And once you got business credit, then you have access to loans and credit lines, all right? Every successful business in America has business credit. This is how business is done, okay? Now, what you're looking at now, anybody can see for free. You would go to the Experian website and you can type in your business name and address and find out if they have a record for your business as well. But this is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. Now, the piece that I want to bring to your attention is the trade lines, okay? Trade lines. You see, they got 40 trade lines. Well, let's go over exactly what a trade line is so that we're all on the same page. And I want to make sure we're all on the same page from the beginning, because the trade line is like the basis for building business credit. This is what you need. This is the basis. The more trade lines you have, the better off you're going to be. Okay? So this is what a trade line is. You go to a company and they give you an account, a credit account, which way you can buy things on credit. So let's say we bought something on credit, which means you have the item and they gave you an invoice that tells you when and how to pay it, right? So now you got the item, they gave you an invoice. Now you pay it. This is what happens when you pay that bill. This company sends a report to the business credit reporting agencies, right? To the business credit reporting agencies. This report says XYZ company has an account with us. Their limit is X amount of dollars, and they made a purchase, and they paid that purchase off in X amount of days. And they send that report to the business credit reporting agencies, and the business credit reporting agencies put this report on your business credit profile. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Does anybody have any questions on what a trade line is before we go forward? What's up, Jay Don Lee? What up? Ah, yeah. Brenda's in the building. What up? Anybody got any questions? Y'all can type it. Y'all can open up your mic. Do what you do. All right. No questions. All right. No questions on what a trade line is. All right. We're going to go forward. All right. Here we go. Here goes Microsoft Corporation. They got 131 trade lines. You peep that? Okay. Walmart. They're like the king of business credit, right? And this is what Walmart does. And this is how business is done. Let's say Walmart, they call up Bounty and say, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper. Now, the owner of Walmart, he don't go in his pocket and pay for this. He don't call the accounting department and ask them to cut a check. They don't do that. The toilet paper shows up at the store. They put the toilet paper on the shelf. We go in there and buy the toilet paper. They take our money and pay the bill. And Bounty says, hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. Flip that. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? This is how it's done at the big corporate level and at the small business level, okay? The small business, the corner store, when the bread guy comes, they're not paying for that bread right there. They're counting how many units came in and how many units went out. Business to business, business credit, all right? All right, how we can help? Business Credit Builder. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get down to business. How do you actually build business credit? Step 1, Now, remember what I said. Each step that I tell you is needed for the next step, okay? So there's no skipping steps. The first step is what I call credibility, also known as fundability. How fundable is your business? Basically, it's by how you set your business up. And I'm gonna tell you this before we even go forward, that this first step is the most important step. You you ain't gonna go far without this step done right. Okay? I'm just gonna let you know. All right. All right, here we go. The perception lenders, vendors, and creditors have of your business is critical to your ability to build strong business credit. Before applying for business credit, a business must ensure it meets or exceeds all lender credibility standards. There are over 20 credibility points that are necessary for a business to have a strong foundation, for a strong, credible foundation. Yeah. Let's start with the business name. All right. It's very important that you use your exact business legal name. Ensure your business name is exactly the same on your corporation papers, licenses, and bank statements. So this one's easy. You go to the Secretary of State and register your business name. All right. When you register this business name, they're going to ask you to select an entity. You can build business credit with almost any corporate entity type. If you truly want to separate business credit from your personal credit, your business must be a separate legal entity, not a sole proprietor or partnership. Unless you have a separate business entity, a corporation, or an LLC. LLC is short for Limited Liability Corporation. You might be doing business, but you are not truly a business. You need to be a corporation or LLC in order to separate personal from business liability. Yeah. EIN number. I'm not going to spend that much time on the EIN number, but I'm going to tell you two things that you need to know about the EIN number. One, you can't build business credit without an EIN number. Two, EIN number is absolutely free. You go to irs.gov. It takes you 15 minutes to get it. You get it right then, there on the spot. So do not pay for an EIN number. That's what you need to know. Business address. That's what we're going to talk about next. The business address. There are only 3 options when determining what your business address should be. This is very important. You see, we got a list here. 1, 2, 3. The first option is a brick and mortar, right? A storefront. That's the best thing, right? But you can't really always have that, right? So that's cool. But you definitely need a place where you can accept packages, okay? The second option is a virtual office address. A lot of my clients use the virtual office address because they don't want to share their home address with everybody they're going to do business with, right? So that's like a personal situation, right? And the virtual office that makes your business look like you have a nice business address, okay? And they start at $50, right? The last resort is your home address. The reason why that's the last resort is because creditors and lenders do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible, okay? But they do this on a case-by-case basis, right? So let's say, for instance, you're a hairstylist and you're doing hair from the crib, right? That sounds logical, right? You know, they can pay the bill. What they really want to know is, are you going to pay this bill? Does it look logical to them, right? Now, on the other side, let's say that you're a trucking company, and you can't keep all those trucks at the house, right? So that don't really, it gotta pass the smell test, right? Like for instance, let me tell you something. On your Dun& Bradstreet credit report, there's a Google Maps picture of your business. So they're looking right at your business address when they're deciding whether or not to approve you. Does this make sense? Right? That's what they're thinking. Does this make sense? Are they going to be able to pay this bill? That's the bottom line, right? Okay. You definitely need a deliverable physical address. It cannot be a P.O. box. It cannot be a UPS address. Some lenders will not approve and fund unless this criteria is met. Okay, let's back up just one step. Let's go back to the virtual office address, right? So there's a bunch of companies that offer virtual office addresses, but you have to beware. You can't use every one of them, right? Because some of them will give you the same address that they just gave hundreds of other businesses. So you don't want that. You don't want your business to have the same address as 100 other businesses, okay? So I'm gonna tell you what to do. DaVinci, Virtual Office Solutions, they have a particular form that they have you fill out, and they send it to the post office so they can get a unique business address for your business. That's the way you need to do it, a unique business address, okay? Starting at $50, you go to this website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, and you will see the DaVinci logo. You will see that there's a telephone number, a person to ask for, and particular verbiage on how to get the right product. Okay, DaVinci Virtual Office Solutions. Okay, let's go to business phone. This is important also. You must have a dedicated business phone number that is listed with a 411 National Directory Assistance under the business name. This is not a step that you can skip, okay? This is a necessary step right here. Having a local business number, right, that's listed with National 411 Directory. Lenders, vendors, creditors, and even insurance providers will verify that your business is listed with 411. A toll-free number will give your business credibility, but you must have a local business number for the listing with 411 Directory Assistance. Okay, so let me sum that up because this is important. You need this local telephone number listed with 411. Having a 800 number and a fax number is good, but not necessary, right? But this is how they think, right? They're gonna check to see if that local number is listed. And then they're gonna check that off, right? They're not gonna give you a red flag. But then if you got an 800 number and a fax number, now you're looking a little bit more credible to them. You're looking like they're actually doing some business over here, okay? All right. So that's that with that. A cell phone or a home phone number as your main business line can get you flagged as an unestablished business that is too high of a risk. Believe when I tell you, don't give your personal cell phone and residential phone number as the business phone number. You can forward your virtual number to any cell or landline phone number. Excuse me. All right. So I'm gonna give you the hookup though. And from any one of these VoIP type of services, Freedom Voice, Ring Central, or Vonage, you can get their local number that's listed and forwarded to your cell phone or your home. Okay? Any one of these companies is gonna do you good my go-to is Freedom Voice because they're gonna charge you $9.95 for that local number per month. Then they're gonna charge you $3 a month to list it. Then they're gonna give you an 800 number and a fax number for under $20 a month. All right. Website. You're gonna need a website. Okay. They will go to Google and put your business name in and try to find you to see if you are actually doing something. And nowadays, businesses are expected to have a website. Okay. So business website and email. Lenders and creditors will deny you if you don't have a website. So you need a website that's www.yourbusiness.com, right? Spend time and money necessary to ensure your website is professionally designed and works well. My company, MediaNet USA, we provide a small business web hosting package, which is an all-inclusive package. It includes domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer support, internet consultation, and you can talk to me about your website by scheduling a free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. Hello, SC. T-Mobile, Miss Parrish is asking whether or not, what's that question? T-Mobile, whether or not T-Mobile, your business line, is that your question? You can turn on your mic if you want. What? All right.
Yes, that is the question.
Okay, bet. So here we go. This is the answer to that question. You can get a business line with T-Mobile or any cell service, but this is what happens, right? For your main business number, it must be a local number that is not a cell phone and not a home line, because this is what happens on the application. It's just got enough different fields on the application, right? Now,
It's gonna act, yeah, you're right. I know where you're going with it.
So on each field, on the telephone field, what they're gonna do is go over a database of all cell phone numbers. And if that cell phone number come up on that list, they can deny you. They don't have to tell you why. Okay. On top of that, it needs to be listed. Some carriers do not list. Okay. Some telephone carriers do not list. So I told you the spots that I recommend because I know they work for sure. All right.
Okay.
These carriers, you have to go ask them, see if it works and all this stuff, right? Okay. All right. So I wanted to get that out the way. Email. It is important to get a company email address for your business. It's not only professional, but greatly helps your chances of getting the thumbs up from a credit provider. Setting up a business email address is just too easy and inexpensive to neglect. So the basic rule here, and this is common sense type of stuff, but it's good to know that creditors and lenders, they don't want to see you do business from a free email service. Okay? They want to see you do business from your business email. The free email, that could be anybody contacting them, right? They want to know it's at least somebody from their company, from their website, a company email address. This is just some common sense stuff right there, but it's good to know. Okay, so avoid using free email services like Yahoo or Hotmail. There's nothing worse than a credit provider seeing an email address like partychick@Yahoo. Y'all know the deal. That's common sense stuff. Fax number. We talked about the fax number. Lenders perceive a credible business as one with a fax number. Okay? Now, once you got your business name set up and you have your EIN number, now we're going to run to a bank and set up a bank account, a business bank account with your EIN number and your certificate that you got from the Secretary of State and your ID. You got a business bank account. Boom, point blank, just like that. All right. Your business bank account history is vital to your future success of being able to secure larger business loans. The date you open your business bank account is the day that lenders consider your business have started. Okay? So the longer your business banking history, the better your borrowing potential will be. Yeah. Licensing. One of the most common mistakes when building credit for your company is non-matching business addresses on your licenses. Even worse is not having the required licenses for your type of business to operate legally. Okay, so you got to check out the state, county, city government offices to see if there are any required licenses and or permits to operate your type of business. Now, business listings. Take the time to verify that the main agencies, state, IRS, bank, 411 National Directory, have your business listed the same exact way with your exact legal name. Also, take the time to ensure every bill you get, power bill, phone bill, landlord, has the business name listed correctly and the mail comes to that business address. That's important stuff right there. Okay, now for people that have existing businesses, you may have old stuff out there. You don't want to have old information out there. When they do go to Google and put in your business name, you do not want them to see old stuff because they're going to be thinking to themselves, they got an old address up there. They found an old address. Well, they're going to think to themselves, well, what address are you at? Are you at this address or are you at that address? Are you going to pay the bill? So any little flags like that is going to set up a red flag, right? Okay, so this company called Yext, Y-E-X-T, they have a service called data cleansing. And they'll wipe out all that old stuff all in one swipe. Bam, just like that. All right. Now we're going to go to step 2. Anybody got any questions on anything that we discussed in step 1, which was credibility and fundability, how you set up your business, the most important step in building business credit. Anybody got any questions? Raise your hand, type it in the chat, open up your mic, do what you got to do. All right.
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead, run it, Jake.
Yes. Can you update, let's say if you move out of a location, what do you need to do in order to update your address? Let's say like you were using your home address and you no longer will be at that location and you wanted to, you buying a house, but you want to get like a virtual address. How can you update it and what
Okay.
you need to do?
In that situation, it sounds like you're going to do this virtual address temporarily until you get to the new spot, something like that, right? So,
Yes.
what you would have to do is check when you get that new address, you would have to go to the Secretary of State. You would have to go every place where your business name is and make sure you got it listed with the correct address. And your business name will be at the IRS, connected to your EIN number. It'll be at the Secretary of State, connected to your name. It'll be on your bank account. It'll be on your website. Every place where your name is, it needs to have that correct address. because they are eventually going to go to Google and put that business name in. And every time they see your business name, you need them to see the exact same address. Did I answer that question?
Okay. And also, just like you were saying, after I do that, to use that company, the company name with the Y to do the data cleansing,
Right.
to get the address before I have the virtual address, to get that removed completely, use that company.
The Yex company, right? So I would
Yes.
make all the changes myself first,
Okay.
right? Make all the changes yourself online that you can, right? There might be stuff that you can't get access to change it. So then that's when you go to them. I don't know how much they charge, but I know that's a factor in using their service, right? So if you got your
Okay.
business name online with wrong addresses and wrong telephone numbers, you do want to get that changed.
Okay.
Okay. Any more questions? We good? Step 2, business credit reports. Let's get in it. Business credit reports are offered by Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax. You will first want to get a copy of your business credit reports to see what is being reported. You can go to this website, businesscreditbuilder.us/reports, right? Reports. And there you can see these logos for each of these respective business credit reporting agencies: Equifax, Experian, and Dun & Bradstreet. They'll be linked to their respective websites to a page that you can put your business name and address in it and find out if they got a report for you for free. Now, if they got a report for you, your address will come up and it might tell you, hey, you got a certain amount of trade lines, right? So then you'll know. If they don't have a record for you, then your address won't come up, right? All right. So Dun & Bradstreet, the DUNS number. Obtaining a Dun & Bradstreet number begins the process of building your business credit profile with them. Your DUNS number will also play an important role in enabling your business to borrow without a personal guarantor. Dun & Bradstreet website is www.dnb.com, and you can apply for your free DUNS number. That's another thing about the DUNS number. It's free. That's what you need to know, okay? That's what you need to know, because they will call you and convince you to buy something. But I'm going to let you know, the DUNS number is absolutely free, and you need it to build business credit. You can't build business credit without it, all right? You can also enroll in the DMBI self-monitoring, right? So let me go over this, right? These 3 business credit reporting agencies, they're in the business of compiling information, repackaging it, and then selling it. That's what they do with information. So what we need is our business credit report. Each one of these companies, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, will sell you your business credit report for about $100 per month. $100 per month, right? When you do business with my company, we charge you $25 per month for all 3. Okay. And you need all 3. Okay. So Dun & Bradstreet has the DMBI self-monitoring for from $39 to $99 per month. Okay. Experian, they have the small business reports for a copy of your small business report. That goes from $49 to $99 per month for the smart business report. You can find out how many trade lines are reporting, see if you have a business credit score assigned, see if you have an active Experian profile, business profile, and check on recent inquiries. Now, Equifax, you can purchase your copy of your Equifax Small Business Credit Report at this location here. It's on the Equifax Small. You could search Equifax Small Business Credit Report, and it typically takes you more time to create a file with Equifax Small Business than with Dun & Bradstreet and Equifax Experian. Okay, this is why it is important to apply with the credit providers who report to Equifax. Their report is $99 per month. Okay. All right. Step 3. Okay, now you see how much stuff we talked about already. We talked about making sure your business is credible in the eyes of the lender, and we talked about understanding your business credit reporting agencies, right? Now we're going to actually do something. Now we're going to actually start building business credit, and this one's not so easy because now we have to get companies to give us credit when we have no credit, and they have to report to the business credit reporting agencies, which is difficult because not that many companies are going to give you credit when you have no credit, right? And on top of that, only 10% of all businesses even report to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under high guidelines and restrictions to even be able to report. Okay? So we're going to start with these net 30 accounts, which means there are some companies that's going to give you a little bit of credit. And when you buy something on credit, then you have to pay for it in 30 days. Hence the term net 30. Okay? Now, a business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. Okay? That's how we jumpstart, right? Having an EIN number and your telephone number listed with the National 401 Directory. Real starter vendor accounts. Now, I'm going to tell you about this list, the starter vendor list. These companies, they change their requirements regularly. So the list I have now is not the same list I had months ago because they changed their requirements. This is the list for right now. This is the go-to. Maverick Office Supplies, JJ Gold, the CEO Creative, Granger, Pilot Flying J, and Uline. Word is born. Check them out. Y'all got that, right? Maverick Office Supply, JJ Gold, the CEO Creative, Ranger, Pilot Flying J, and Uline. All right? Okay. Always apply without using your social. Some vendors will request it, and some will even tell you on the phone they need to have it, but first submit without it. When your first 3 net 30 accounts reports trade lines to Dun & Bradstreet, the Dun system will automatically generate a paydex score for your business. The paydex score is the score that lenders look at to determine your credit worthiness. That score is from 0 to 100. Okay? Now, if those first 3 that are being reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, if you pay those on time, then your score will be about a 76. Now, a 70 paydex score is lendable. But I tell my clients to get over 80 paydex score, right? So if you do those first three and you pay them on time, you're almost at the goal. But you definitely need to be over 80, all right, to be in the best fundable situation, okay? Pay your net 30 accounts in full and on time. You must be patient to allow for the creditors, vendors, cycles to get in the reporting systems. And it typically takes 3 cycles of net accounts reporting to build credit scores. Some vendors require an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. You need to have a total of at least 5 net 30-day pay accounts reporting. You see, I got the car, right? Check out the car. The car got the number 5 on it, right? The car got the smoke. Bust out the smoke, though, right? Check it out. But check out his face. His face is like, yo, I got credit. And now we rolling. Let's go. We're going to step 4, revolving accounts. This is where you want to be. Now, remember what I said. Each step is needed for the next step. So you just can't bum rush and go to these vendors. You just can't go run up on revolving accounts. You got to do those first steps first, right? After 5 trade lines are established, using vendor accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts are cards a business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Most stores will not approve a business owner for business credit unless the owner has established credit profile and score, just like in the consumer world. Vendor accounts must be used first to establish a profile and score. Then store credit can be obtained. It usually takes about 90 days or less to establish a credit score and profile, right? All right. All right, so that the first goal is 5. The next goal is 10, right? Okay. First goal is 5 trade lines. On your business credit report, the next goal is 10. So we already got 5 starter vendors, right? Preferably 3 going to Dun & Bradstreet, 1 going to Experian, and 1 going to Equifax. Most major stores do offer business credit, including Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, and many, many more. Okay? Store revolving credit cards must be obtained. I'm sorry, let me start all over. Store revolving credit must be obtained before the business owner starts getting Visa, MasterCard, Amex types cards. Okay? So the first goal is get 5 trade lines on your credit report. The next goal is to get a total of 10, right? Then when you get 10, now you can start applying for Visa, MasterCard, American Express type cards, okay? Once 10 accounts are on the credit, an owner can then start applying for Visa, MasterCard, Amex type credit. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limits on the business credit report. So this is the strategy. Ready? Here goes the strategy. So when you start getting these revolving accounts, you want to pick one of them, at least one of them, right? And you use it more often. So you're making payments on time on this account. And then you want to call up this company and ask them to increase your spending limit. They're not going to do it unless they see you making some payments on time. I like to do like 3 payments on time, then call them. 3 payments on time, call them. And ask for an increase in your limit. You're trying to get this account up to 10,000 high limit. So when you go and apply for these credit cards, they're going to approve you for your highest limit that you have. That's why you got to keep calling back and asking them to increase your limits. Okay? Boom, boom, bam. Okay, it is essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher limit credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months. So people ask me, how long does it take to build business credit? Basically, every person is going to take a different amount of time because it's about, I made a new word up. It's about your administrativeness, right? It's about how you go get an account. You set up an account, how you purchase an item, how you read the invoice and know when and pay it on time, right? And then it's about looking at your credit reports to make sure that when you paid it, that they send that credit report over to the business credit reporting agencies. And I'm gonna tell you, they don't do that well, okay? That part of the game, they do not do well. So that's why you need to pull your credit reports and make sure they're doing it well. All right? Okay. No skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10K. Cash business credit accounts will match the highest credit limit reported on your credit profile. MasterCard, Visa, American Express, loans and credit lines. Now, before we get out of here, I'm going to run over these alternative funding options. When the big banks can't help, we can. Okay? I'm going to tell you 3 ways. Cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. These are cash advances that look at bank account management for approval. So if your company is depositing $3,000 or more per month, you can get approved, okay? This is the fastest and the easiest money you are going to find to secure money. This is one of those 3 C's. This is the cash flow loans, right? Okay. This is my funding partner, David Allen Capital. You can get a loan from them in 10 minutes just from your phone. Okay. You put in a little bit of information on your phone. It's going to send you to the funding agency that's going to fund you. And then this is what you need to know. If you do this route right here, is that once you fill out this application from your phone, answer a few questions, then they're going to send you some information so that you can connect your bank account. They're going to need to connect your bank account, and they're not going to go any further unless you connect that bank account. All right. So that's what you need to know. But if you got that all in line, you can get that money in 10 minutes. Okay. Collateral-based funding. Collateral-based funding can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral. Rates are super low, much lower than conventional SBA loans. Okay. Here goes types of acceptable collateral. Accounts receivable, that's also known as factoring, all right? That's when you can batch and sell your invoices, right? Like my freight company guy, that's how he funded his business, also with accounts receivable factoring, right? Purchase orders is for companies that have contracts with municipalities, the government agencies, right? So if you got a contract with them, you can get some money. You can't go to the bank and get no money, but there are alternative funding options for you. Stocks, bonds, 401ks, you can get a business loan if you have these type of investments, and these type of investments stay intact unless you don't pay the loan that you get. But you can get a business loan off of that stuff, okay? Revenue lending, that's similar to cash flow lending. Inventory and equipment, if you have over $100,000 in inventory or equipment, you can get a business loan. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan. If you're an insurance agent, they have what they call a book of business. That's their list of clients. You can get a business loan on that. Okay. Okay. Now, this one is the credit line hybrid program. This is one of the 3 C's. This is for if you got good personal credit. Okay. You got good personal credit and you're a startup. This is good for you, right? Unsecured credit-based financing is a great way to get money for your business if you have good personal credit or know a guarantor that does. You can secure credit up to 5 times what your highest revolving credit limit has now, up to $150,000. You need a FICO score of 685 or better. All right. If you go to this page, businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding, you will see a video that's going to tell you more details about this program, how to qualify, and all that stuff. Okay. Rates are usually 0% for up to 6 to 18 months. This is no doubt funding, so even startups can qualify. Accounts report to the business credit reporting agencies, which is crucial. Other alternative financing. So I'm like a broker of lending. So we have all different types of lending programs, and we fit your business into the programs that fits you better, right? So we got private money, venture capital, and equity, right? Equity financing. That's like the Shark Tank guys, where they take a piece of your business and they give you some money. Crowdfunding, you already know about that. And equipment, okay? You can even get specialized funding to buy equipment, signs, and vehicle wraps. Now, seeing that this is the free money edition, let me sell you something, right? So remember I told you about my client, Jay, that got the freight company, right? And he was getting those $250,000, right? Remember I was telling you about that, right? Okay, so I found out that what he was doing was getting equipment loans for his freight company, right? So he's getting an equipment loan to buy trucks, the tractors, right? Them big old tractors, right? So he got this freight company set up, right? The trucking company that needs trucks. Then he got another company set up. That's a truck sales company. Okay? Now, he's going to go get an equipment loan. And when he gets approved, they're going to cut the check to the truck sales company. That's his own company. Then he figured out that if he don't buy the trucks, it just turns into a loan. And then, because he was like finessing the system, he don't even pay the bills. Because when a business goes into default on the loan, they're coming for the assets of the business. They're not coming for his personal assets. They're coming for the assets of the business. Now, this guy was even more advanced than that because he didn't have this name or none of that stuff. And he was just getting free money. Now, I don't teach that, right? I teach you how to build up your business credit correctly. But this is how I learned that business credit even existed, because this guy was taking advantage. I'm not saying that you take advantage. I don't want to take advantage. I just want to go get me a loan and do my business, have the money that I need to operate my business, right? And that's the free money piece. And he still does that. And any given day, he got 4 or 5 deals being worked on the table, getting free money. That's how I know business credit works. And it can work for you. Look at my client, Christine. She got all these approvals in 6 months. Now, not everybody can do this in 6 months. She's able to do this because she's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband's a truck driver. So boom, she's at the crib all day, right? Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5, Fuel Man Fleet 6,000, BJ 7, BP 8, Lowe's 10, Apple 12.5, Shell 15. Look at this list. It's over $250,000 in business credit, and she was able to do it in 6 months. Most people are going to do this in 12 months. Most people can do it in 12 months. Most people will do it in more than 12 months. Okay? Because it's all about your administrativeness, but you can do it. Okay? Okay. Check out, I got a bunch of free information on my blog, businesscreditbuilder.us/blog. The blog is called Business Credit is Real. Check out all my social media outlets, including Spotify. That's the podcast called Business Credit is Real. Don't forget to get your free business credit guide, right? Right? Your free credit guide by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. To schedule a free business credit consultation, go to /consult and get approved. If you think you can get approved today, then go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. Does anybody have any questions? Because I think I'm done for the day. What the deal? That's how we get down. Oh, here goes a tidbit of information. I got these ebooks for as low as $10. Go to businesscreditbuilder.us/ebooks. Who got a question? Who got a question? Y'all know what to do. Schedule your free business credit consultation, right? And here goes some free information. Here goes some extra stuff. I am now offering savings on healthcare. You can go to my website, savings on healthcare. And if you are spending more than $20 on your prescription drugs, stop spending those $20. I can save you money. All right? So schedule a consultation, find out more about those stuff. And if nobody has any questions, we're going to be out of here. This is your last chance. Any questions? Anybody? What's up? Was this useful? Did I waste your time? What? What the deal? No questions? All right, everybody. Y'all know the deal. SC says, thank you very much. Very useful. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, SC. All right. Brenda, what up? What up? Everybody, happy holidays. Talk to y'all later. One. Let's get out of here. How you get out of here? What do you do? Stop the share. All right, let's go.